While making a website or web page, if HTML gives a structure and PHP connects to the server, CSS purifies it. CSS can be looked at as the makeup tool for the website, and purifying the background is one of them. Background has 5 properties: color, image, repeat, attachment, and position. The background color property sets background color of an element. The background of an element is the total size of the element, including padding and border, but not margin. With CSS, a color is most often specified by a valid color name, a hexadecimal value, and an RGB value. The syntax of the background color is background color, colon, value, and semicolon. To determine the value of the color, there are 3 different methods using valid color name. Here you can simply write the name of the color. Number 2, using hexadecimal value. The value for hexadecimal has to precede with a hash sign followed by any of the value desired for the color. This is the list of some hexadecimal valued colors. Here all the hexadecimal value has to precede with the hash sign. If we desire to set Alice blue as the background of the element, then we have to use F0, F8, FF, and if we desire to use light pink, we have to use FFP6C1. We can set any of these colors as our background, but we have to specify the particular hexadecimal value for them. And number 3, using RGB value. Using this formula, each parameter, red, blue, and green, defines the intensity of the color between 0 and 255. Example, if we set background color RGB 255, 0, then it is displayed as red because red is set to its highest value, that is 255, and the others are set to 0. Here, this position is for red, this position is for green, and this position is for blue. If we set this as 0 and this is 255, then the color displayed will be green. If we set this as 255 and the rest is 0, the color displayed will be blue. This is the HTML file for Lab 3 exercise, where we had to display the name of fruits and color in list form. If we want to invade CSS to purify the background, I have used external starsheet method, where all my list will be having red background, all my unordered list will be having blue background, and all my ordered list will be having light pink background. For the list, I have used valid color name, that is directly defining the name of the color, that is red. For my unordered list, I have used the RGB value, that is by setting 00 for the red and green value and setting 255, the highest value, for blue. And I have used hexadecimal value to set the background color for ordered list. This value will give me pink, light pink color. If I want to change the color, then I can set this as orange, and I can use this as 255 to make it green, and this can be 0, or it can have any other value as well, say 25, and maybe this will be F0, F8, FF to make it Alice blue. The color will be changed respectively. Now if I want to set the background as image, not as color, then I can use the background image property. It will set image as the background of an element. Image is repeated by default. This will be understood with example. The syntax can be background image, and the value for image has to be the location for the image. If I want my body part to have its background as an image, then still using the external style sheet method, I can use the body selector and background image syntax with the URL image/2.jpg as my image location. This will set the background of my body part as an image. When I said the image will repeat itself by default, I meant the actual image is just this one, and it is repeated both horizontally and vertically. Sometimes the repeated image does not look nice. To let the image repeat as desired, we have the property background repeat. This defines whether the background image for an element is repeated or not. By default, the background image property repeats an image both horizontally and vertically. Some images should be repeated horizontally only or vertically only, or should not be repeated at all, otherwise they will look weird. For an image to repeat horizontally, use the value repeat x. For the image to repeat vertically, use the value repeat y. And for the image not to repeat at all, use the value no repeat. The syntax for the background repeat property can be background-repeat colon and the value. For my image, here if I don't want my background image to be repeated, I can use the value no repeat. This will stop my background image from repeating. And if I want my background image to repeat horizontally, I can use the value repeat x. This will make my image repeat horizontally. And if I want my image to repeat vertically, I can use the value repeat y, and this will make my image repeat vertically. From 5 CSS background properties, I have covered color, image and repeat, and attachment and position, and also the shorthand background property explanation will be covered by the next presenter. Thank you.